Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Music, low loudness. Used chiefly as a direction or description in music, soft, in a quiet, subdued tone. The piano passages in the composition. A keyboard instrument that is played by depressing keys that cause hammers to strike tuned strings and produce sounds. Used as a direction in music, to be played relatively softly. Music, low loudness. A direction in music, to be played very softly. Chiefly a direction or description in music, very soft. Not brilliant or glaring. The moon cast soft shadows. Used chiefly as a direction or description in music, soft, in a quiet, subdued tone. Produced with vibration of the vocal cords. Out of condition. Not strong or robust, incapable of exertion or endurance. He was too soft for the army. Of light, transmitted from a broad light source or reflected. Easily hurt. Soft hands. Having little impact. A soft, or light, tapping at the window. Tolerant or lenient. Too soft on the children. Mild and pleasant. A soft breeze. In a relaxed manner, or without hardship. Not burdensome or demanding, born or done easily and without hardship. A soft job. Soft and mild, not harsh or stern or severe. Compassionate and kind, conciliatory. He was soft on his children. Of a commodity or market or currency, falling or likely to fall in value. The market for computers is soft. Of sound, relatively low in volume. Soft voices. Of speech sounds, produced with the back of the tongue raised toward the hard palate, characterized by a hissing or hushing sound, as s and shish. Using evidence not readily amenable to experimental verification or refutation. Soft data. Willing to negotiate and compromise. Yielding readily to pressure or weight. Not protected against attack, especially by nuclear weapons. Soft targets. A keyboard instrument that is played by depressing keys that cause hammers to strike tuned strings and produce sounds. A keyboard instrument that is played by depressing keys that cause hammers to strike tuned strings and produce sounds. With low volume. Speak softly but carry a big stick. With little weight or force. Used as a direction in music, to be played relatively softly. Chiefly a direction or description in music, very soft. The quality of being indistinct and without sharp outlines. The quality of weather that is deliciously mild and soothing. The climate had the softness of the south of France. Acting in a manner that is gentle and mild and even-tempered. Suddenly her gigantic power melted into softness for the baby. The trait of being effeminate, derogatory of a man. He was shocked by the softness of the atmosphere surrounding the young prince, arising from the superfluity of the femininity that guided him. Poor physical condition. Being out of shape or out of condition, as from a life of ease and luxury. A disposition to be lenient in judging others. Softness is not something permitted of good leaders. A sound property that is free from loudness or stridency. And in softness almost beyond hearing. A state of declining economic condition. Orders have recently picked up after a period of extreme softness. A visual property that is subdued and free from brilliance or glare. The softness of the morning sky. The property of giving little resistance to pressure and being easily cut or molded. A musical instrument in which the sound is produced by one object striking another. A musical instrument that is played by means of a keyboard. A musical instrument in which taut strings provide the source of sound. A musical instrument in which the sound is produced by one object striking another. A mechanically operated piano that uses a roll of perforated paper to activate the keys. A piano with the strings on a horizontal harp-shaped frame, usually supported by 3 legs. A vertical structural member as a post or stake. The ball sailed between the uprights. In a vertical position, not sloping. An upright post. A piano with a vertical sounding board. Of moral excellence. An upright and respectable man. Upright in position or posture. He sat bolt upright. A mechanically operated piano that uses a roll of perforated paper to activate the keys. Of behavior that is impressive and ambitious in scale or scope. In the grand manner. Used of a person's appearance or behavior, befitting an eminent person. A piano with the strings on a horizontal harp-shaped frame, usually supported by 3 legs. Of or befitting a lord. Of high moral or intellectual value, elevated in nature or style. A grand purpose. The cardinal number that is the product of 10 and 100. Ostentatiously rich and superior in quality. Extraordinarily good or great, used especially as intensifiers. Large and impressive in physical size or extent. The bridge is a grand structure. The most important and magnificent in adornment. Grand ballroom. A piano with a vertical sounding board. A mechanically operated piano that uses a roll of perforated paper to activate the keys. A pedal on a piano that lifts the dampers from the strings and so allows them to continue vibrating. A bank of keys on a musical instrument. A stringed instrument that has a keyboard. The hinged protective covering that protects the keyboard of a piano when it is not being played. The hinged protective covering that protects the keyboard of a piano when it is not being played. A guidepost resembling a hand with a pointing index finger. A bank of keys on a musical instrument. A narrow strip of wood on the neck of some stringed instruments, violin or cello or guitar, etc., where the strings are held against the wood with the fingers. Device consisting of a set of keys on a piano or organ or typewriter or typesetting machine or computer or the like. Holder consisting of an arrangement of hooks on which keys or locks can be hung. A pedal on a piano that lifts the dampers from the strings and so allows them to continue vibrating. Action consisting of a system of levers that move a felt hammer to strike the strings when a key is depressed. A bank of keys on a musical instrument. A pedal on a piano that moves the action closer to the strings and so soften the sound. Music, resonator consisting of a thin board whose vibrations reinforce the sound of the instrument. Music, resonator consisting of a thin board whose vibrations reinforce the sound of the instrument. A person whose reactions to something serve as an indication of its acceptability. I would use newspapermen as a sounding board for such policies.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.